It's 3 a.m. in Jacksonville, Florida, and Captain Jonathan Moss and Captain Andrew Mizell are pushing away from the dock. Timing here is everything. The game plan is simple. Under the cover of darkness, fish the dock lights in search of that elusive predator hiding in the shadows. But the clock resets at daybreak, and the race is back on with a falling tide and tailing fish on the horizon. So sit back and see how it all unfolds as we flip through the pages of the Captain's Log.
All right, bro, it's 3:40. We have high tide, you said, right now?
High tide. We're in the St. Johns River, going to fish the high outgoing tide for the dock lights, these residential dock lights.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're going to throw a fly at them?
Absolutely. Match the hat, small little glass minnows.
Alps, dude, I'm so stoked. All right, let's do it. Let's get out of here.
All right, I know it's early. Let's go.
All right, so we got lights all up on these docks. Is there a particular reason we're going for this one here, or is there something you look for these lights?
Yeah, so when I look at these lights, what I'm looking for is the lights that are as close to the water as possible. We're fishing high tide, so I want that distance from the light to the water to be as shallow as possible.
I got you, yeah, because the closer that light is to the water, it's going to bring in the bait fish.
More bait, yeah.
Kill it. Yep.
So let's go get them. You know, once you find them, you can literally stay on a light all night.
And just warm out?
And just wear them out. You might have to bounce around a little bit, but once you find them. There we go. Nice.
Oh, right
there we go.
Tight, baby. Tight.
Nice. Man, they feel great.
Yeah, I mean, first cast on this dock, we made a couple over there.
There he goes.
And you're right, when you find him, he gets in that current, brother.
He wants to go. Yeah. Dial down your gear. These are perfect size fish for a 6-weight.
Oh, heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
I can't tell if I got a monster or if he's in the current. You know, we're comparing this to fishing in the stream. I have fished for native brookies in the Smoky Mountains that are the size of mullet. You know,
did you hear that?
I did. I heard that bust. And I tell you, that was just as fun as catching a big redfish. Oh, oh. Come on, baby. Come on out of there.
Good trout, man. That's a stud. The bluefish, all right.
My first bluefish on fly.
Is it really?
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro, you gonna grab him for me?
Yeah, I got it.
Sweet.
Watch out for them teeth, boy.
Yes, sir. You know, here in the state of Florida, that is a not a super sought after fish, but they are a blast to catch, especially on that light tackle.
Looks like he's about ready to go.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Let's do it again.
Hey, brother, you're up. We're gonna alternate.
Here's some.
I heard a big buzz there. Hey, dude. Yes. Andrew, it's so good to be up here in Jacksonville with you.
Well, I appreciate the visit.
We have talked about this for too long. We share some clients.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do.
And some that are local to Jacksonville, and then some who come down and fish with me down in Mosquito Lagoon, and then guys who don't live here who we just have fortunate enough to be able to share. Nice cast.
That's
perfect.
Yes, we will.
Yep. Oh! I saw him busted behind it.
All right, I'm gonna get him. He's in there.
Come on, eat it.
Come on.
Oh.
Got it. Got him.
That's what I'm talking about, brother.
Nice.
And I saw him wake up behind it and boil on it.
Man, they feel good when they're in this current. Throwing the six. Man, thank you for letting me cast.
Yeah, dude, heck yeah. Today's not about me, brother. It's about us fishing together and spending time together.
This is fun.
There's a trout.
There's a trout?
Yeah, pretty fish. I'm gonna wet my hands before I grab him too.
Get him up there.
That slime on him. Pretty fish. Oh my gosh. Look at there.
Very nice.
My man.
Good looking trout. Looks like he's been eating.
That fly. Did you tie this fly?
So, I do tie all my flies. That particular one I didn't. Those were gifted to me from a friend of mine.
See you later, buddy. Yes.
Thank you very much, man.
All right, brother.
That dog should hunt right there.
Yep.
Oh, very good.
Oh, man, you stay out of that dock.
It's funny, you know what cast is going to catch him and what cast might not. You know, he's like, oh, that's the one.
What you're saying is the first 5 you threw out there, we knew because they were terrible. Man, this feels like a good fish. Oh, just a nice trout. Nice trout.
That's a good trout for the dock light.
Got him, brother?
I see I got him. Very good fish, man. They are slippery. Good fish.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, brother. I'll take that.
Yeah, I know there's a lot more under there. I'm just gonna.
Right to left. Yep.
Just slow down. Good cast. See if you can get to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him.
Couple strips, yeah. Hey, 11 o'clock, pushing away. See that wake right there? That's a slow moving wake. That's good. Great cast. Don't get to it. Yep, bump. You're gonna have to get recast.
Here, another one right at my feet.
He's fast.
Oh. Man, I thought he was coming right to it. Oh, I got him. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. There we go. We saw him pushing from 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, going right to left, and got it in front of him, fed it, led him enough where he came up and saw it and then hammered it.
I'll get one more good run here.
There he goes. Yep. That grass. Ooh. Brother, I love that sound. Sight fishing redfish on fly, low tide, shallow water. Hi, brother. Here he comes to you.
All right.
My man.
Oh man, good fish.
Oh, brother. That felt so good.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
You, sir.
Man, that's like the perfect size redfish for back in the shallow
And he
water.
looks from here. Let's pull him out there and take a look at him real fast. Yeah, he's got some girth on those shoulders, man.
Some nice spots.
Beautiful.
Got 2 on that side and 2 on the other.
He's just built for cruising and crushing, pinning bait down on the bottom. What a fun fish.
One more little kick.
Gone.
There he goes.
Hey, dude. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
That's awesome. You ready to do it again?
Am I ready to do it again? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that felt good. Oh, I tell you, there is, when it comes to fishing, Andrew, there are few things better than sight fishing. You know, it's
Fly rod.
especially with the fly rod. You know, I grew up bass fishing. We're fishing a lot of structure. You don't really see the fish. You're doing a lot of blind casting. And then I transitioned to more of the saltwater, picking up a fly rod and really working mangroves. And again, you're still blind casting. But to see a fish, to present a fly, especially like for us, there's another redfish right here. For us, who we are fly tires, to be able to present a fly to a fish that we created and then watch him turn. That fish turned on it.
Oh yeah.
To turn it, come up and hammer it and eat it and crush it once that fly. Oh man, that is it with inshore fly fishing. Oh, it doesn't get any better.
Doesn't get any better.
Hey, this is Captain Jonathan Moss with your tackle box tip. Today we're out here on the flats fly fishing for redfish in Jacksonville. Guys, I want to talk to you about a term that originated in freshwater fly fishing, specifically for trout, and that's match the hatch. And simply that means finding a fly or tying a fly that matches the natural fly that those fish are targeting. But that's not a concept that can be used strictly in freshwater fly fishing or in fly fishing in general. That idea of match the hatch, it's simply figure out what the fish are eating, whether that be mullet, shrimp, blue crab, and tie a fly or use a plastic or even throw a live bait that matches what those fish are currently focused on. There's certain times of the year, I'm thinking about the fall and the mullet run. I don't want to go and throw a live shrimp on a popping cork when there's a million mullet around. It might cause some attention, they might see something different, go after it, but if they're focused on a specific bait, that's what you need to be thinking about. That's what you need to be using. That's what you need to be throwing. Match the hatch. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss with your tackle box tip. So Andrew, it's so clear to see this water line here. Are you experiencing, I think you said earlier, you know, you're dropping 6 feet in 6 hours. Are you seeing an influx of drop in height in the new and full moons, or is it still pretty similar?
Yeah, it's very lunar influence. The moon, new moon, and full moon will definitely affect the tide, both high and low. It could be a good thing and a difficult thing. On the high tide, especially in the fall time, this water will come up into the grass. The redfish will follow that tide up in the grass, and they'll feed on fiddler crabs. That's a lot of fun. But on the low tide, it gets extremely low. Where we're pulling right now on those situations, it would be completely mud, completely dry.
Yeah.
And so these fish that are back here are gonna find deeper water. Makes it tough to sight fish them with the fly rod. So, you know, you have to know your tide, and adjust accordingly.
Yeah, you know, for me, and my home waters being the Mosquito Lagoon, North Indian River Lagoon, we don't have a tide. You know, on the very north end of the Mosquito Lagoon, there is a slight tide. So fishing in tidal water is, you know, is not my norm.
So, Jonathan, I know you're used to fishing Mosquito Lagoon and seeing the redfish tail. You know, they're waving at you. They're not gonna do that here at low tide. You'll get a glimpse, so their tail will pop up and come back down. But what you will see on this low tide is you'll see their whole backs out of the water.
Yeah.
You know, we call it snaking, you know, snaking through. It looks like a snake swimming in the water. But rarely will you get a tail waving at you.
Look at that rosy spoonbill over there feeding.
Beautiful. He's looking for the same bait the redfish are looking for.
Absolutely. See him there, Andrew, 10 o'clock coming at you. Good group of them. Perfect cast. Get ready.
Oh, look at the ones behind them.
Oh, come on. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Right there. Good cast. You're right in them. There it is. Tight. My man. Yeah. Great cast, brother. You know, we're seeing him on the other side of this sandbar, pushing up towards these oysters. Nice group of redfish. Perfect presentation, and he hammered it, dude. Keep him tight, keep him tight.
Oh, it's on that oyster.
We're still spooking fish out too.
I love that run, baby.
Yes, sir. And tell you what, when the angler in the front of the boat does their part, and the guy in the back of the boat does their part.
And that's one of the reasons why I love fly fishing. The guide and client relationship and teamwork. I mean, this fish is as much yours as it is mine.
Well, brother, I tell you what, it is a pleasure to see you do your work with that fly rod.
And I really appreciate the push.
You just fed that fish. The right cast, the right presentation. Look here. Beautiful Northeast Florida redfish. Come up, crunch that fly. You can see he's been feeding on those crustaceans with that blue tail. Let's get him unhooked. Ooh, barely hooked.
Barely hooked.
Okay. What do you say, brother? You wanna let him go?
You do the honors.
Thanks, brother. He's ready. Go. See you later.
Push again,
Yes,
man.
sir. Well done.
Man, what a great day.
Well done.
The Captain's Log is brought to you by Danko Pliers, Florida Fishing Products, Icon Coolers, Costa Sunglasses, Skinny Water Culture, Traeger Grills, East Cape Boats, DOA Lures, Temple Fork Outfitters, Lithium Battery Warehouse, Go Castaway Fishing Charters, New Wave Taxidermy.
That fly sink in front of him.
Oh,
no. Ah, he's on to us. All right.
he hit it.
Did he really?
He hit it, and I strip set, but I think I pulled it out of his mouth.
Pull it out of his mouth? Yeah. There's
Right,
gonna be
you-
another one back here.
You said it earlier. Those 15-foot casts. Right
That's the
off
hardest
bat,
one?
They're the hardest ones.
Ooh, there
We're-
goes one.
Yeah, we're constantly looking, scanning.
Ooh, there's a few of them. There's a few of them.
Oh, right here in front.
15-foot cast.
Oh,
That's right. There's a couple of them in that school. A little bit further back from that cast.
Let them come across there right there?
Yep. Good cast. Great cast. right, Jonathan. I think we should call it. We did not get defeated. We just ran out of tide.
I'll tell you what, as that tide got higher, we could see the change in the fish because there's just more places for them to go, as opposed to being up on these oyster bars and in structure. Now they have a whole bunch more water to go and get even further away or deeper, and they have shut off. So yeah, let's hey brother,
Had a great time.
let's go get some lunch. What do you say? Andrew, what a day.
What a day.
You know, you think about our recapping our day, started early.
Really early.
You called me this morning, 2:30, and said, I'm on my way to the ramp. And I said, all right, we're
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, today.
Today.
2:30 morning, when most people are sleeping.
Right.
And we met up at 3. We're on the water shortly after that. Hit those dock lights. Trout, bluefish, just that croaker.
We're not supposed to be talking about that. Come on.
But man, what a fun time. And just seeing them rise up, busting that bait, and then getting right back into the pilings and the shadows, and you throw your fly and watch that fly get drifted by the current, and then boom, it disappears, it gets hammered.
And what's awesome is that you can get away with throwing a 6-weight.
Yeah.
Right. You're throwing a small fly, matching a small
glass minnow
or something.
Yeah, in the water. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Then the sun comes up and the tide gets right. And you said we're gonna have a short window, but the water level is gonna be the point where the fish are gonna be aggressive, they're gonna be feeding, their backs are gonna be out of the water.
Those fish are conjugated. They're pulled out of the creeks and they're able to school up because it's the same amount of fish, less water.
Absolutely.
Right, so fishing that outgoing tide and that low tide first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
it really doesn't get better.
Yeah.
For sight fishing.
And sight fishing them, and that was the key. And we were watching them come up and push, make a wake, and then throw it in front of them, and then they come up, hammer it. Oh, dude, that gets me excited every single time. It never gets old. We've been talking about doing this a long time, and
I appreciate some bow time.
Oh yeah,
Man.
both of us.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah, we
being
both
full-time guides, having the opportunity to just kind of be on the pointy end of the skiff for a little while.
It was nice. I really appreciate the push.
I do. Hey, thank you.
Let's do it again soon.
Soon, very soon.
All right.
I'll have to come back and do a flood tide with you. I think that'll be
Absolutely. You'll love that.
blast.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Hey, have a good one. Thanks.
When you catch the bait?
Yeah, it's a croaker.
I told you it was going to catch one.